What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So y'all gonna be a little bit proud of me, y'all. I have unpacked probably like half of my stuff. I am so tired. And I'm so glad I had today off because, we had the holiday off yesterday. And today was originally my day off. So, I would have needed it. Because, baby, I am tired. I ain't unpacked shit yet, okay, today. My body said no. All right, girl, you did enough. Because I was up. I was up last night doing shit. Even when I said, actually just do a couple, do this amount, girl, sometimes how it is. You be like, all right, well, I feel like I can do some more. I was up till after 1 still unpacking and going. And it was mostly me. I have a lot of clothes, okay? A lot of clothes that I got to go through. Mind you, I had cut down on a whole bunch of shit that I didn't need. And I had gave that away before I came over here. And now I'm going through it again. And it's like, girl, you don't need this. You don't need that. And I still got some clothing. And that's basically what I got to go through. Clothes. Girl, I'm like, you ain't wearing this shit. You ain't worn this shit in years. Like, anyway. But, starting off talking about clothes. Shit by goddamn Sheree, bitch. Listen, this ain't no video to bash her. To bash Sheree or anything. I'm just giving my thoughts, and I'm only saying that because it seems as though, when you are black and you're talking about another black person, especially like a black woman, a black business or whatever, it's almost as if you can't give criticism because it's like you're hating on black people. Don't we all supposed to come together and be on one accord or whatever? Yes, we supposed to support each other, but we support each other. That does not mean that we can't give criticism. We can't, point out stuff that don't make sense or whatever. That doesn't mean that we have to always be in 100% agreement with everything. You know what I'm saying? That's some fake shit. Just because you black like me don't mean that I'm going to have glowing things to say. Just because you black or it's going to be all negative. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just what it is. And let it be clear, I support black businesses and I support black women, of course. So that's one reason why I'm doing this. Because hopefully they get this shit together and they get it so that more people can stop talking negatively about it. Because I really don't like the fact that people are making a lot of negative jokes about it. It's one thing to joke, but it's one thing to be fucking nasty with it. And I've seen some nasty shit. And I mean, that happens when certain stuff happen, when things like this happen or whatever. Some people, I don't know, because it's Sheree and it's been a running joke. The She by Sheree shit been a running joke for a minute or whatever because it hasn't came out yet when it was supposed to come out. It didn't come out when it was supposed to come out. And she kept putting it off, kept putting it off, kept putting it off. But to have something come out and then for people to just be so negative about it. And when I say it's not even negative in a funny way where you're just, we know you're not trying to be harmful. You're just trying to get in on the jokes or whatever because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes jokes do hurt and we have to remember that too. But I'm not on here to bash her. I'm not on here to bash her because I actually do like Sheree. I find her funny. She's a little flip-floppy too, but she a messy bitch, but I like her still, And honestly, before we get up in there, okay, no, I'm gonna keep going because y'all, I'm talking about Real Housewives of Potomac at the end of this, okay? So, just stay tuned. She by goddamn Sheree. Now, bitch, let me tell you something. She by Sheree or she by Amazon, she by Sheen. I don't know. She by It Ain't Original, okay? The only thing that is original may be the She by Sheree logo. That is it. But at the same time, she came through and she put out whatever it was that she said she was going to put out, okay? We thought it was going to be a fashion line. It went from a fashion line to an athleisure line, which is understandable. And if you've been watching my Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews, and we have been talking about this whole season, I have been said Mama should have been put out an athleisure line. Like, she could have been up there with the Lululemons of the world, with the Fabletics of the world, with the Ivy Parks of the world, because she actually has the fucking body for it. Mama could have been on, and it makes me so mad. Sheree, she makes me so mad at this point, only right here because when I tell you, if she would have been consistent, like the leggings and the sweatsuits and the hoodies and all of that shit, and the yoga mats and the athletic accessories and stuff like that, that has been like the big thing for the past 5 years or so. 5+ years or so. And she could have got on that bandwagon, and Mama could have had her a little empire. Okay, she could have been rolling in a dough. Mama could have been like fucking Jessica Simpson. Jessica Simpson got a goddamn clothesline and a whole bunch of shit. I didn't know she was making all that goddamn money, bitch. You couldn't tell me what the clothesline is called, but every time I see her name, I see a clothesline with it or whatever. I just know she making money. Okay, I just know she making money. So she could have been on that. She could have been on that tent, because each year you have these athleisure wears or whatever, they get better, different material, you know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama is buying leggings these days. You can't go wrong with a good ass hoodie. Like, bitch, we love a hoodie, okay? Joggers have become the thing, and y'all hear me talking about jogger sets all the fucking time. So and I have jogger sets from just about everybody. All right, I will buy me up a jogger set in a fucking minute, bitch. Okay, and so when I realized that it wasn't gonna be a fashion line, I actually was I was excited. I was okay with that, because I wasn't gonna be able to purchase nothing from no fashion line. Because it was going to be girly shit. And I'm just not a girly girl type of, I'm not that type of girl. You know what I'm saying? Throw me on some goddamn sweats and some jeans and I'm good. And a t-shirt. That's up my alley. So when she changed it around to do that or whatever, I said, okay, that's cute or whatever. But from what we thought, I thought it was going to be like a mixture. It was a running joke ever since she got back on the show. I was like, girl, nobody really was checking for She by Sheree. I honestly haven't been hearing people talking about, man, I want a She by Sheree clothing line to come on out, even before she got back on the show. We only use that as a punchline of when shit not coming out. So we gonna be like, She by Sheree. That's it. And that's unfortunate that had became a punchline. You know what I'm saying? A joke or whatever. But I don't know. At this point, I've seen some people say that, she most likely did this for a storyline or whatever, and she just felt like she had to put some shit out there. And honestly, that's what it seems like a little bit, because even with the pieces that, she showed on the finale episode this past Sunday of Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I am going to applaud her for actually putting that out there, because I actually thought that it was never going to happen. It makes me feel as if those 5 pieces that she said in the show that she only had ready, those probably were the actual 5 original pieces, meaning that, she was actually designing or had somebody design and actually sew and put together. Because how all of a sudden you went from that to 20+ pieces within a couple of days for the fashion show. And then it wasn't even 2 hours after the fucking show ended, people saw at least 2 of those legging jogging sets for the women, 2 of them where you can purchase them elsewhere. And basically what Sheree's clothing line is just something that you can purchase already off of Amazon.com or Shein or probably Fashion Nova, whatever. And she just put her logo on it. And, people are upset about that, or people feel some way about that. People feel like they've been scammed, they've been gypped or whatever. Honestly, you ain't been gypped because you ain't paid for shit yet. You ain't been scammed really because you ain't paid for nothing yet. You kind of just been misled a little bit because you thought that it was going to be original. That's where I thought, okay? And that is what, I'm sorry if the lines is on my face or whatever. But, y'all, it's a sunny day outside and I'm not moving, because everywhere I go, it's going to happen or whatever. But anyway, we'll just deal with it, okay? But my thing of it is this. The issue for I feel most people is because Sheree presented this line throughout the whole season as if it was going to be 100% original. Now, at this day and age, none of this shit is original. But when we talk about original, at least, because she kept on talking about a designer, she kept talking about, oh, I got to get these pieces from this person and this person, or this person has to sew this, and she's going around looking at fabric and making it seem as though she's actually putting these pieces together when she's really not. You're just buying it from in bulk from somewhere else, and you're just throwing your logo on there, which is nothing wrong with that. Let's get that out the way. There's absolutely nothing. Because it's bothering me. It's bothering me a little bit now that I mention it. It's nothing wrong with you know, buying something in bulk or whatever, a plain tee, a plain pants, and then throwing your logo on it or whatever. That's what a lot of the girls do these days, okay? That's what you see selling on Instagram. That's what you see YouTubers do, you know, when they be like, buy my merchandise or whatever. What is it called? Teespring or whatever. That's what the main one I think that the girls use on YouTube or whatever. When you just slap your saying on a mug or on a cup or, you know, on a t-shirt or a hoodie or some pants. Yeah, that's what they do, okay? And that's literally what Sheree did. That's what Sheree did, and people feel misled. And, you know, people was like, okay, and so what's the problem? The issue is the way that she presented it. Now, if she presented it as if this is what it was going to be, we would have been cool with it. I'm fine with it now. Honestly, I don't see no issue. I mean, besides the way that it was presented and thinking that it was going to be, that those designs that we saw on the stage on the finale were actually her designs, that would have been fine with me. But to find out that those are not, it's still okay with me because, again, that's what people do, but I just wish she would have presented it that way. You know what I'm saying? And when I say presented it that way, not put out there like I'm looking for a designer, I'm trying to get a sewer, or I've to put these pieces together, as if she was really doing some shit instead of just going to a warehouse, buying some shit, putting in an order of this and just throwing her label on there. That's it. So that's what people have an issue. I'm going to say people have an issue with. Other people, they just probably being plain nasty and plain rude just because that's who they are, you know. It's, I don't know. It just brought up a lot of controversy. But, you know, people was complaining about the site. I know when I went on there, when I was doing my review and the site wasn't working, it just crashed, okay? And people like, well, you know, Kenya's site was up. Marlo's site was up. Okay, yeah. Nobody was anticipating the Kenya Moore hair care. No shade. No shade, because it was already out. So they already knew about that. It's already had traffic coming through it or whatever. Marlo shit, the late archives. None of us is going to buy that because that's not for us to buy. It's just for us to browse because that's not what her site is for. You know, the late archives is not for us to just buy something and to keep it or whatever. That's not what it's for. But it was the anticipation with Sheree, and they probably did not realize that everybody was going to be flocking to the shop, the site, and so it crashed. It happens. That's what I'm going to assume. Okay, I don't want to think negative about that, you know, because we seen sites get overwhelmed and crash and all that when it's a lot of traffic to them that they were not prepared for, you know. And so it took a couple of days for it to get back up, and then today we saw what was actually on the site. Sheree, girl, let's have a conversation, and I'm finna tell y'all this, and this is coming from somebody. Well, you know, my shit is coming from my viewpoints, and my opinion is coming from somebody who actually will spend a pretty coin if I feel you deserve it, if the shit look good, if it's worth it. I have no problem spending a pretty coin on anything. Y'all already fucking know that, okay? And like I said, I wanted to support Sheree, little site or whatever, her little She by Sheree and all that shit. I said I'd buy a couple of pieces if I could. I don't know if it's in my size, but you know, bitch, I buy something just to buy something and say I brought it. To say that I supported a black business, that's me. Because I got a lot of shit up in here that I got a lot of shit up in here that I can't fit, that I done fucking paid for, or that just because I want to support motherfuckers and shit. You know, that's just how I am. But not everybody's like that. Understandable. Also, you get on the site and I'm thinking that we're gonna see all of the pieces that we saw in the show. Cause I was looking for that red, I was looking for the red get up that Apollo had on. I was looking for the cream color one that that dude that Kenya was flirting with or whatever had on. Cause that was the one that really caught my eye. I was looking for those black joggers pants. I ain't seen none of that shit. The only original piece that I actually saw that I think is an original piece that was actually in the runway, it's the hospital right over here somewhere, so that's why, you know, they be rolling past. That's the only drawback over here. But which is actually a good thing, so I ain't too far from the hospital if I need it. But girl, you got that going on. I was like, where are all the pieces where the women were wearing? You know, the ones that look like you can go, they look more like outside clothes, you know, like you finna go to a little what is it, happy hour or some shit like that. The little classy athletic shit that look like you can just go outside and kick it with it. You ain't even gotta go be finna go work out or something. Where was all of that shit at? That's what I want to know. Okay, because some of those pieces look really nice, but the one that actually is up on the site is the lacy one, the black lace lingerie looking one. That's up there, and that's like $182. I give that a pass because it's a different material. I feel like, you know, and maybe that is an original piece. I could be wrong, and I could be giving Sheree a lot, but I just like to see the positivity in things, you know, because I'm about to say something about some other shit. You got goddamn graphic t-shirts on the goddamn show, on the site, and that's the majority of the site. Literally, the shit that she done got from Shein and Amazon that she done threw her goddamn logo on, fine, you're paying for the logo. That is what you're paying for. But then you got these t-shirts that you have these old sayings, who gonna check me, boo, joggers, you got your face on one of them, and they are $142. She has a hoodie for $252 that just has Sheba Sheree logo on there. Ma'am, if you don't knock some of that shit down, because who the fuck do you think you are? I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry to say it like this. And it is unfortunate that I'm thinking of it like this, but I'm just saying. Because Sheree literally priced, I don't know who priced these. Whoever's on her team, on her site or whatever, they priced this shit as if Sheree Whitfield has been out here and this is her 5th season of this shit. And so she upped the price because it's been so popular. It's been so in demand. You know, everybody in the world just fucking knows her, whatever. She's internationally known. She's been consistent with all her stuff. Her popularity, the quality of it has gone up. And we just know that we're going to get a good product and we're going to get a good, you know, thing for this price. So we don't care what the price is. Baby, you ain't on that level yet. I'm sorry to say that. Yes, you've been on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you've been on, you've been off, and you just coming back. And baby, this She by Sheree shit has been a fucking running joke for the past 14 years, and you presented to us as if this is what my life has come to for the past 14 years. This is what it's supposed to be. No, girl, you could have done a lot of bit better if you want to put it that way. But I'm not even finna do that right now because I'm getting back on these goddamn t-shirts. $142, baby. $142 for a fucking graphic tee that I can go make myself for less than 20, or I should say less than 30. Okay, I can go buy a cheap ass white t-shirt and go iron on a fucking saying, okay, for less than goddamn $30. And you up here talking about some bitch, $142 for a fucking t-shirt? $142? Baby, Beyonce put out her t-shirts for each of her fucking merch. And them bitches that's not even been over $50. And the fucking shit that just came out, the buying just a t-shirt by itself, it was $44. She put out a fucking box set with a fucking t-shirt and a CD in it that was $44. Plus tax. That's under shipping and taxes, probably a little bit over 50. And that's because of shipping and tax. Megan Thee Stallion just put out today custom fucking t-shirts with a fucking CD in a box set for $44.95. And that's not even with tax or shipping. I done been on some other people's websites and they fucking t-shirts, and I'm talking about these big celebrities, these big people in the game, they names really ring. And I ain't seen no $142 goddamn t-shirts. What the fuck are you talking about, Sheree? You really think if I'm not finna pay a goddamn $100? If Beyonce put out a graphic, hell no, I'm not finna pay that. I probably would, but no. Am I lying? I pay 100. I pay 100. I pay 100. 142. You know what I'm saying? But that's Beyonce, bitch. That's a Rihanna, bitch. That's a girl. Even if Nene would have came out with something that's $100, I probably would have paid for it because Nene is like the face or was the face of the Housewives. And I'm not just talking about Atlanta. When we think of the Housewives, at a certain point in time, when we thought of Housewives, we thought of fucking Nene Leakes, okay? That was one of the main top 3 people that we thought of, okay? She was in the top 3 always, all right? And so that would be understandable. But you, somebody who is not consistent at all, who just came back on our TV screen and just gave us this shot. 142, girl. 252 for a fucking hoodie that just got your girl, please. I go down there to Walmart and get me something for $15, a whole fucking set, bitch. Girl, a graphic t-shirt for under 20 at 50. But no, Sheree, yeah, like, no, ma'am. Just to say joggers. Girl, you tried it. Put that price down just a little bit. Put it down just a little bit, okay? I don't know. Listen, and don't say, well, you'll spend money on this person. I sure the fuck would. I spend money on goddamn Ivy Park, baby, okay? I probably done brought up all the fucking inventory on Ivy Park, and that's from a fucking national chain, okay? Adidas. That's a national fucking brand with a person like Beyonce name on it, okay? And I ain't never paid over $100 fucking dollars. How much was a hoodie? The hoodies that I got was like 110 to 100 to 110. The pants was from 90 to 110. I ain't never paid no $200 for no goddamn hoodie from goddamn Beyonce or from Adidas or for a shirt. The shirt literally, because it's Adidas, yeah, it probably was $100. Okay, it probably was $100. But girl, that makes sense because it's fucking Adidas, and then it had Beyonce name on it. Girl, you gotta be out your goddamn mind. The socks was $32. I might buy that. But you know, I'm just saying, put them prices down a little bit, Sheree. Cause girl, you not on that level yet, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Y'all can have y'all opinions, okay? But I honestly feel like, you know, it's a trial and error type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people being a little bit too hard on her. I hope I wasn't being too hard on her. I'm just pointing out some things or whatever. But I do feel like she can be successful, and she probably will be successful with this launch, you know? And I feel like they might just tack the price down just a little bit. It might happen, and if it do, it does. And I feel as though, Sheree, if you keep this up, and I don't even give a damn if she got it from other places or whatever, she probably can work on getting, you know, original pieces or whatever. This was just something to hold us over or whatever while she designed her other stuff or whatever. That's fine. Put that shit out and just be consistent and keep putting them out like each quarter or every other quarter or each year. Because, no, put it out every other quarter or, yeah, every other quarter so people can still be up on it. You know what I'm saying? And you can build you a fucking empire, girl. I just want to see her win. I really do. You know what? I'm finna go buy something. Well, let me stop. I'm gonna wait till somebody else buy something to make sure that they get their shit, because I don't want to be played with my money. But yeah, can we Anyway, Sheree be fine, okay? Do I feel like she's scheming? No. Do I feel like she's scamming? No. I just feel like the price was a misstep, okay? I just feel like people are looking for what they thought they was going to get, but they just really didn't get that. But she did give us something, so that is a step. Because for a minute, we didn't have nothing. And again, this is your fucking lane, Sheree. Athletic, athleisure. Go there. Real Housewives of Potomac, the girls are back. They'll be back in a couple of weeks or so. Hold on, let me get my charger. Oh, bitch, the charger is over there. I ain't got no pants on. I'm gonna stand up and y'all see my drawers. But anyway, so that's going on. The trailer just came out, and I just want to let y'all know we're gonna have some fun this season for the Real Housewives of Potomac. First of all, I'm looking at the trailer. I said Ashley and Candace are cool. What? All right. You know, Sheree. Why the fuck is Sheree's back? I just can't wait till Karen cuss her ass out. That's all. And now it's Mia versus Wendy, which we probably saw coming because it was already continuation from last season or whatever. I honestly didn't want Mia back, but you know, she the only one that I really could do without. But you know what? I'm fine with the cast the way that it is. You know, when I review Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, I feel like the girls have calmed down on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But when y'all get to Real Housewives of Potomac, baby, y'all get vicious. Because when I tell you, y'all be having y'all stand groups. Ooh, you stand so hard for this person, that person. I just don't understand it. And then when we don't share the same opinion to you about certain people, it just be so crazy how y'all be getting so up in arms. Y'all don't know these people. And listen, please, can we do this? We just want to have fun this season. I had fun with the Housewives of Atlanta. Can we have fun with Potomac too? I didn't take that shit too serious because it really wasn't nothing to take serious. Please let us not take shit serious on here. There's going to be some shit that's going to probably divide people, whatever. But can we respect people's opinions, and especially us reviewers? Because you got a reviewer like me. I'm going to give my opinion, whether it's something that you want to hear, you agree with, or not. And just because I don't have the same opinion as yours, don't mean that you have to be rude. I'm not going to be rude to you, okay? And listen, I have no favorites. I don't hate anybody. Please put that out your mind. Because for some reason, the girls like to think that we hate people. At least I do. I'm going to speak for myself. I don't hate none of these women on Real Housewives of Atlanta or Potomac, because those are the only two that I actually review. I actually like the ladies, okay, to a certain extent. I just call out the bullshit. I'm going to call it out the way that I see it, the way it came to my mind, you know, to my eyes. And if they do some good shit, I'm going to give them that, okay? I just don't coddle. I just don't suck up because, oh, I like this person. I like that person. Listen, I like everybody to a certain extent. I just call everybody out. People think I got a problem with Candace. No, I ain't got no problem with Candace. I ain't got no issue with Candace. I actually like Candace for real, when she first came out. I honestly don't know whether tides turn, but even last season, I was cool with her. It's just fun to say some certain things. Like the sticky note shit, that shit was funny to me, okay? And if she do some more shit like that, I'm going to be laughing at it too, okay? But I feel like I'm finna be on Candace's side when it comes to this Giselle shit, because she finna be talking about Chris trying to get at her, okay? And Ashley then left that man and got a little bit of her black rhythm back. I'm happy for it, okay? You know, I used to like Ashley too, but see, Ashley became a little bit too goddamn messy. But I feel like this season, everybody getting a clean slate. I don't know about if I give everybody a clean slate. I just can't give a couple of people. I got to give everybody. So I'm going to give everybody a clean slate. That includes Giselle and Robin. Robin really didn't do nothing. Robin was just a goddamn follower. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't want any of these ladies to leave the show because they all make the show. I don't care what nobody say. This cast worked perfect. Okay, Mia can fucking go, but you know, she bringing a little drama, I guess, with Wendy. So this cast worked perfectly. All right, the main core cast, we need them. You know what I'm saying? I have no issues with any of them. Everybody's getting a clean slate. I hate no one. I dislike no one. It's just that I can take or leave certain people. But for the most part, I feel like a lot of the ladies, I feel like all of the ladies be funny. Okay, but Ain't no reason for me to be pissed. Girl, these bitches don't pay my bill. They don't. Okay, so I ain't finna be, we ain't finna be doing the back and forth and shit. No, don't do that, y'all. Just put y'all opinions and let people have their opinions. Everybody's not gonna agree with you about a person. Just because you like somebody or you think this way, don't mean that they will, okay? And it is okay. It is perfectly okay, all right? It is okay to have a difference of opinion, but can we just be respectful? And again, why the fuck is Sheree here? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about the whole Sheree thing. Again, I tried not to be negative or come off as negative, and if I did come off as negative, I apologize. This wasn't my intent. I just want her to succeed. But, you know, sometimes you gotta be real. You gotta tell the facts or whatever. But, you know, I feel like Sheree gonna do good. It's just a little bump. It's a little stepping stone, okay? But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Peace.